We need speed in about 10 seconds. How's the beta deck?
Beta deck's happening.
Okay, Cookie, we need names.
Okay, got it.
Okay, let's take attendance. Nate, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing? Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch is...
Contestants, how you doing? Welcome to our show. Why don't you tell me how many people are going to be playing? So you're playing with yourself, huh?
Cookie, please.
Sorry, just type your name in, okay? Oh, yeah. Are you looking for a 7-question turn? Okay, got it.
30 seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in Betsy Ross.
Ratchet and a wet nap.
Okay. All right, Nate?
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
running out
of time. I'm here.
Commercial.
You know, we never had this kind of problem in Da Nang.
20 seconds. Hey, we got 20. All right. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer. You buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. You got that?
10 seconds.
Good luck.
Cue graphics. Lose the desktop. Okay, let's go. Okay, go to black. Here we go. Thank you very much. Stand by. Okay.
4,
See you, Choky.
3.
Get some sun, Ringo. Hey, I'm off to France.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. Woo! All right. Welcome to the program. Uno player. All right, let's make it happen. Here we go. All right, come.
Get ready for some fun. It's question number 1. Oh, yeah.
The category is, so it's a little morbid. Okay, it shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. All right, whether they smoke or not, camels have an average lifespan of 25 years. If the following characters were real animals and they were all born at the same time as Joe Camel, who would be the most likely to live long enough to attend Joe's funeral? Bullwinkle J. Moose, Dumbo the elephant, Mickey Mouse, or Pluto? Dumbo. Elephants have an average 60-year lifespan. Gee, I hope Dumbo has a black suit. Okay, pick a... The category behind this question is, what did you call me? You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. Okay, Speedy, try answering it without the... Nice try. In case you're curious about the correct answer, Toesies. And these 3 little piggies went to college, and these 4 other piggies got a condo together, and these 2... How about it? Hit me with the cat.
Ooh-wee. It's question number 3.
Next up, Hallmark cards and concrete ponds. Pop a right answer for this one, you got 3,000 greenbacks. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. Which character on the Beverly Hillbillies is the only one who should logically send Granny a card on Grandparents' Day? Jed, Miss Hathaway, Jethro, or Ellie Mae? I'm not sure Jethro could sign his name. Besides, he's Granny's great nephew-in-law. And let's see the correct answer. Ellie Mae, Granny's true granddaughter. The name of this category is Howls and Jowls. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Rex has been a bad dog. And coincidentally, you're having a barbecue at your house. For an appetizer, you'd like to try... Go for it. No, that's the skin at the base of the neck. Too fatty for me. Too bad you didn't pick this. Anyone up for some flambéed flues? The jowl area tastes a little like turkey. Okay. Uh-oh. West Truck licks 9 more.
It's time for a...
Liquor Pitch No Scope.
Here's your gibberish category. Siblings and stinky feet. $5,000 is the opening value for this gibberish question. Okay, now remember, the faster you solve this puzzle, the more money you win. Ready? What product slogan does this rhyme with? Boozy Brothers shoes? Whiff. Let's see what you got, sir type. Oh, any brand of peanut butter might do, but Boozy Brothers shoes whiff. You know what I don't understand? People who don't like chunky style. That's the best.
Gotta be quick. Get in the mix. Whoa. Question 6.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. A great place to pitch a tent. And it looks like you can win 1,000 greenbacks for this one. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. You're pretty fast on the trigger, Slick. Good effort, soldier. But next time, maybe you'll let me finish talking, huh? You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. It's the trail mix. GORP stands for good old raisins and peanuts. All right, come. The category, Strock Cab Yad. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Okay, get your fingers ready, let's get busy. Because its rotation is always the opposite of the Earth's, on which planet is it always backwards day? Mars, Venus, Mercury, or Jupiter? That's pretty way off. Should have picked this. Venus, it has a retrograde rotation. You know, this is a rumor, but I heard Pluto goes both ways.
Yeah, man. Come along to question 8.
This one's gonna be The Wizard of Oz is a diplomat. Okay, this one might be a toughie. It's worth $3,000. All right, let's see if you actually read the Oz books and didn't just see the movie. If the UN voted to accept the countries of Oz as new members, which would not have an ambassador seated at a General Assembly? Lollipop Country, Munchkin Country, Gillikin Country, or Winky Country? Wow, that was a bad guess. Here's what you should have guessed. Lollipop Country. It's not one of the 4 Oz countries. On the other hand, if you're a dentist, that might be the place to set up shop. How about it?
Ooh, what's your sign? It's number 9.
Here's the category. Love potions and obscure body parts. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. You might not be aware that another name for a love potion is a filter. Now, if you could make a filter out of a philtrum, which obscure part of the body would you be using? Your left earlobe, the crease from your nose to your top lip, your philtrum, from the Greek verb for love. However, we Americans sometimes refer to it as the snot trough. Okay, pick a category. I know dead people who move faster than you. The category behind this question is Menage a Sept. And this one's going to be worth $3,000. Hang on tight, because here we go. Which list contains synonyms for 3 of Snow White's 7 dwarfs? Shy Retiree Wallflower, Grouchy Mean Crybaby, Insipid Mary Soporific, or Surgeon Rotund Cheerful? Ah yes, Bashful, Bashful, and Bashful. Now the correct answer is Insipid, merry, and soporific. That's dopey, happy, and sleepy to you less literary types. Okay, we're at the end of round 1 now. On to round 2. Now, we are 1 round away from the Jack Attack, and all the questions in this round are going to be worth more than a round 1. So pay attention, and let's do it. All right, come on, hit me.
11.
Next up, the great tight end in the sky. And if you can figure this one out, I can pay you $4,000. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. If playing football required one to eat the football, what religious group would not be able to play? Observant Mormons, Orthodox Jews, observant Muslims, or observant Hindus? Rejected. And here's the right answer. No football dinner for Hindus. Observant Hindus are forbidden to eat cow, and today's footballs are made from cow skin. Okay. Uh-oh, mess butt tit slime chore.
Once again, it's time for a
Tinkerlink test room.
This gibberish questions category is famous songs and dangerous leaps. We're in round 2, so this gibberish question is going to start off at $10,000. Now, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Ready? Here we go. What song title does this rhyme with? Glove Phil, Leap Puss, Lou Heather. Watch out, this punctuation might be tricky. It was a big hit in the 70s. Wait. Go for it. Type in your answer. Love will keep us together. Of course, that was in the 70s when the divorce rate was below 50%. How about it? Hit me with...
Question 13.
The name of this category is... Shall I compare thee to a pack of bubble yum? You get this question right, you pocket $6 grand. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. Okay, let's say it's Valentine's Day and you tell your lover, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Based on who wrote that line, what treat would be appropriate to give your lover? Elizabeth Barrett brownies, Henry Wadsworth marshmallows, and Ezra pound cake, or Robert Frosty? Henry Wadsworth marshmallows? No, but those might be good for a campfire or something. And let's see the correct answer. Elizabeth Barrett Browning wrote the words, how do I love thee, let me count the ways. Star-crossed lovers never seem to remember the next line, which I think was, I can just count 2 ways, so get off my back already.
Doobadoo-wah, doobadoo-wee. It's question 14.
The category is bovines, bovines, bovines. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. If there were a bologna prep wing at Oscar Mayer Foods, which sound would you least likely hear? Oink, moo, ba, or... Too bad you didn't pick this. Ba. No sheep meat in bologna. Uh-oh. Chestnut Slick Crime Store.
Once again, it's time for a Snicklish Restaurant.
The category for this gibberish question, gender equality and men who like feet. The opening value for this gibberish question is going to be $10,000. Okay, to solve this puzzle, you gotta think fast because every second and a half, I'm ticking off a little bit of cash. All right, don't let the punctuation fool you. With what commercial catchphrase does this rhyme with? Wrong. The muff core the van. What paid? You're a Tolman. Okay, let's see if you know it. Type in... Are you talking to me? On my show? I don't think so. Why don't you take a good look at your score? And next time, maybe you'll think twice before you flip me off. Okay, now that we've dispensed with the pleasantries, let's get back to the game. It's for secret antiperspirant. Wrong the muff core the van. What paid your atonement? Man or woman, either way, my friend, you stink.
Flush your head down the latrine.
Ease your way with sour cream.
16.
Here's the category. You're so two-dimensional. You're gonna be pretty good if you get this one. It's worth $6,000. Get ready to buzz, cause here it comes. Which of the following cartoon series is the Flintstones? For example, cavemen did not have cars, not even ones they had to start with their feet. How about it? Hit me with the category. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. You won't find that in the history books. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. Which of these pairs might have collaborated on the phrase, gimme liberty or gimme a break? Paul Revere and Mrs. Garrett, Mr. Belvedere and Betsy Ross, Arnold Jackson and Thomas Jefferson, or Patrick Henry and Nell Harper? Pat and Nellie. Of course, Nell could have given us all a break by killing that Joey kid before Blossom got started. Okay.
Song to Sadie.
The category, where Ellie Mae lays out. And we are talking 4,000 big ones. Imagine the Beverly Hillbillies are getting a little more loose with their spending. Jethro says he wants the cement pond replaced with an alimentary canal. Miss Hathaway explains to Jethro that the alimentary canal is what? Part of a toilet, a type of Roman aqueduct, a legal term, or the human digestive tract? You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. The alimentary canal, it includes your esophagus, stomach, and intestines. You know, that actually might be pretty nice out on the lawn. All right, come on, hit. This one's gonna be, I'd pay to see that. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Okay, hang tight, put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. A yacht full of corporate lawyers is attacked by a ravenous sea monster at the vessel's stern. The first lawyers to be eaten. In case you're curious about the correct answer, the stern is the back of the yacht. Let's savor that image for a moment. How about it? Hit me with a...
Wow, honey, it's question number 20.
The name in this category is Hard Times in Bedrock. I'll pay you $4,000 bills for this one if you get it right. Mr. Slate's Quarry is slowing on production, and if the trend continues, Fred and Barney will be living on the streets. Wilma contends it'll all straighten itself out if the government just does laissez-faire. That's French for let's be lazy and see how people fare.
Time for the attack. Oh, you already got the rules down, huh? Let's not waste time. Match on this. We've got your number. You just see what your numbers look like when you're finished with this.
You ever hear that expression, just scratching the surface? Well, maybe you'll get that part next time. Or maybe not, since it seems perfectly clear that you don't know Jack.
Tuesday night on CSI is Medical Night. Next up is the man we love to hate, Dr. Forceps.
Hey, great show, everyone. Really, really great work.
Tune in to a very special 1-hour episode of Geriatric Medicine.
All right, if you want to play again, you just gotta let me know whenever. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're happy. Yeah, got it. Let's do it, folks.
All right, come on, hit me.
It's number 1.
The category is Short Things in Love. And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Who would most likely have placed the following ad? Short orange male in search of short female.
It looks like you got the question right.
And that, of course, was the lounge version of the popular song from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory soundtrack. Next up, MTV and the periodic table. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. If an MTV VJ were struck in the head with a large quantity of bauxite, what would be the most likely result? Asphyxiation, radiation poisoning, a splitting headache, or a blank stare? A blank stare? No, that's what happens when you ask a VJ to spell bauxite. Now, the correct answer is a splitting headache. Bauxite's the main source of aluminum. Hey, we can dream, can't we? Okay, big...
Ooh-wee, it's question number 3.
The category behind this question is, I think I'm gonna hurl. And we will pay out $3,000 for this one. Well, we all love those little tasty treats like ice cream, marshmallows, and candies, but one ingredient common to all these delicious delights is gelatin. Which of the following is not often used in gelatin production? Animal saliva, animal hides, animal bones, or animal connective tissue? Here's what you should have guessed. Animal saliva. There's always room for bones, hides, and tissue in gelatin, but no animal saliva unless you piss off the waiter. Uh-oh, best butts fits mine, whore.
It's time for a ticklish past gum.
All right, now here's your category for this gibberish question. If I hear it one more time, I'm gonna kill someone. Opening value on this gibberish question, $5,000. Okay, now remember, you don't have all the time in the world here. The less time you take, the more money you make. Okay, get set. With what annoying movie catchphrase does this rhyme? Wife, 'tis dyke. The fox love taco bits. Now don't be fooled by the punctuation. Hint one, it's from a very popular film. Come on, you know which one I'm talking about. It's a film about a guy who's a bit slow. Last hint, you know. Go for it. Type in your answer. It's like Mama always said, wife, 'tis like the fox love taco bits. You never know what's in it unless you stick your finger in the bottom. Okay, pick a cat.
Question 5.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. How gangrene is your valley? The amount on the table is $3,000. Okay, let's say Bonanza's Ben Cartwright gets severe frostbite on his foot after going ice fishing with Little Joe. If Ben's frostbite eventually develops into wet gangrene, what should Hoss do to treat his father's problem? Administer antibiotics, cut off his dad's foot, wrap the foot with a cloth dressing, or cauterize the affected area? Wet gangrene means bacteria has infected the gangrenous area. Amputation's the only course of action. Sorry, Pa. At least you got another one.
Number 6, it's number 6, it's.
Here's the category. The sociological implications of those damn castaways. And we are talking $1,000 for this question. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Gilligan's Island took place during the French Revolution. Which character would be a member of the First Estate? Gilligan, Thurston Howell, the professor, or Ginger? Mr. Howell. The First Estate were the aristocrats. Oh, lovey, viva la revolution. All right.
Zabba-dooba-dabbin', question 7.
This one's gonna be when cooks go insane. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Imagine sitting down to a meal featuring a plate of roasted raccoon served on a bed of cooked spaghetti covered with Thousand Island dressing, finished off with a shot of 100 proof whiskey. Which particular element of your meal contains the highest percentage of water? The Thousand Island dressing, the cooked spaghetti, the roasted raccoon, or the 100 proof whiskey? Raccoon? I'd wear a mask too if I gave an answer like that. Actually, the whiskey dressing and coon all come in around 55% water. The cooked spaghetti tops out at over 70%. Of course, after a meal like that, your stomach's likely to contain 0% food. Wait a second. Green mountains of ice cream. Where would you find green mountains of ice cream other than the home of Ben & Jerry's in Burlington, Vermont? And the Green Mountains of Vermont, they're located in area code 802. Hang tight, kiddies. We're going on a fiber optic field trip. Okay, we're just flipping through the Burlington, Vermont phone book here and pick out a name at random. And how about Mr. Pablo Guzman? Okay, we are calling Pablo Guzman in Burlington, Vermont, and area code 802. Let's see if he's home. Trying to reach Pablo Guzman for our fiber optic field trip here.
Hello?
Hello, is this Pablo Guzman?
Yes it is.
Pablo, hey, my name is Nate, and I'm the host of a CD-ROM game show called You Don't Know Jack in Chicago, and we pulled your name at random out of the Burlington White Pages. I know this is kind of a strange call. I'm not selling anything. The reason I'm calling is because I'm looking for a really great trivia question that we can use on our program, and I was hoping you can help us out. Won't take a lot of time. There's no strings attached. We're a nationally distributed program.
I guess I don't have too much time here. But,
It won't take a lot of time, and actually, most people who do this, Pablo, say it's a lot of fun. So you want to do it?
Yeah.
Great.
I guess if I could do it right now or something.
No, absolutely. That's what we're doing it right now. But let me just really ask you quickly, what is it that you do out in Burlington, Pablo?
Well, I'm an ethnobotanist at a major institution in the area, and I do research.
That's cool. What are you working on right now?
I've got some government contracts doing research, but I'm really not at liberty to say.
That's fine. Yeah, wouldn't want to reveal government secrets here. Pablo, I'm going to transfer you over to our producer, and he'll explain to you how this whole thing works and help you come up with a question. But it's up to you. The question's up to you, so be creative.
Okay, I'll put on my thinking cap.
Okay, great. Stay on the line.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be back to our fiber optic field trip in just a few questions, but in the meantime, we need another category.
Lightweight, elevate, hibernate, vegetate.
The category, Blue Poo 2. Pop a right answer for this one, you got 3,000 greenbacks. Okay, get your fingers ready, let's get busy. If Papa Smurf were really a human being instead of a tiny blue cartoon character, which of the following might explain his skin color? Balanitis, cyanosis, halitosis, or xanthosis? Balanitis is the inflammation of a penis tip. I think we used to call that a woody woodpecker. And here's the right answer. Cyanosis. The little blue bugger probably has bad circulation. Yeah, that's cyanosis, and it can make its victims look blue. Of course, so does strangulation. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Number 9. Number 9.
Next up, World Dominatrix. Okay, this one might be a toughie. It's worth $3,000. It said that Catherine the Great died while she was riding her horse, or rather, while her horse was riding her. But that isn't actually true. Which of these famous rulers actually did die while getting some action? Attila the Hun, Ramses II, King of Egypt, Napoleon, or Abraham Lincoln? Attila the Hun. He died while having sex, and they say he had a great big smile on his face when they buried him. But you know, if he died right in the middle of it, he had one of those contorted orgasm faces. Okay, pick a cat.
Yo, have you been with nasty number 10?
The name of this category is Men with Too Much Iron in Their Diets. Right here, $1,000 for a right answer. Hang on tight, because here we go. Which of these historical figures might you expect to wear blue tights and hang out with a woman named Lois, since his last name literally means man of steel? The Marquis de Sade, Joseph Stalin, George Custer, or Fu Manchu? Joseph Stalin, that champion of freedom and justice. Look, up in the Kremlin! It's a thief!
It's a liar!
No, it's genocide, man! We've got 10 questions down, and for 10 more, we're going on to round 2. Now pay attention, because all the questions in round 2 are worth more money. Let's do it. All right, we're back to our fiber optic field trip. We've got Pablo Guzman on the line from Burlington, Vermont. Pablo, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, hold tight. Here we go.
11.
All right, Pablo, what's the category?
My category is voodoos and don'ts.
Cool category. All right, this will be worth $5,000. All right, Pablo, it's all yours.
Okay, put your fingers on your buzzers. My question is, what role does zombieism serve in Haitian voodoo religion?
Pablo, what would you say to capital punishment?
Congratulations, you picked the correct answer. Voodoo priests will turn a wrongdoer within the community into a zombie upon request of the aggrieved party.
Pablo, great question. Thank you so much for your help.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of even more help.
No, that was a question I don't think our writers would have ever come up with, so that was great. So we've got your address, and we'll send you a T-shirt and a copy of the program, okay?
Okay, bye.
Take it easy. Ethnobotanist Pablo Guzman from Burlington, Vermont.
Here comes question 12.
The category behind this question is, what a bunch of po-po. $6,000 is riding on this one. The Edgar Allan Poe story, Murders in the Rue Morgue, has a rather unusual twist. Tell me which character would be the best choice to play the murderer in a movie version of the story. Lassie from Lassie Come Home, Elsa from Born Free, Willie from Free Willy, or Clyde from Every Which Way But Loose. Should have picked this. Look, just get his agent on the phone. I'm gonna have Clyde for this part. In Murders in the Rue Morgue, the murderer was an orangutan, and so was Clyde. All right, come on, hit me.
Black cat, heart attack, do you nightmare when you dream?
Are you feeling lucky? It's number 13.
The category is places named for pierceable body parts. It's going to be worth $4,000. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. The natives of Easter Island called their home Rapa Nui. Translated from Polynesian into English, Rapa Nui means what? Navel of the world, ear of the goddess, nipple of the ocean, or nostril of the universe? Nipple of the ocean. Naughty, yet plausible. Tough to resist, huh? Too bad you didn't pick this. The navel of the world. Let's hope it isn't full of the lint of the ages. Okay, pick a category.
14!
This one's gonna be rodents and nomads. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Toronto was once called York. New York was once called New Amsterdam. Hamsters are related to beavers, which build dams. Istanbul was once called... No! Istanbul is in Turkey. Pay attention! In case you're curious about the correct answer, Constantinople, originally named after Constantine the Great in Istanbul. How about it?
Here's question 15.
The category, word games that'll anger birds. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. Which of the following could also be described as an exasperated yellow bird that looks like a turkey? A crusted mustard cluster, a disgusted custard duster, a flustered mustard bustard, or a busted custard luster? A flustered mustard bustard. A bustard is a bird. Doesn't matter if he's been born illegitimately or not. All right, come on, hit me.
Flush your head down the latrine.
Ease your way with sour cream.
16.
Here's the category. Die, die, die. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. Which of the following classic childhood games does not require the roll of a die to move ahead? Monopoly, Life, Clue, or Trouble? The game of life. Doesn't have any dice, it's got a spinner. But you gotta love a game where you can sell your kids for money. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. The periodic table and the House of Hanover. And if you can figure this one out, I can pay you $4,000. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. If King George III and other rulers were really made of noble stuff, which gas might they pass? Fluorine, oxygen, hydrogen, or ooh, hydrogen farts. Don't let a match near that action. No! You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. Neon, one of the 6 noble gases on the periodic table, but I'll tell you, I think passing a neon be pretty painful, even the small sports scoop. Hello! Okay.
Song 218.
Next up, projectile commenting. And this one is not going to be easy. $6,000. Let's suppose the citizens of Peoria, Illinois build a rocket and fill it with people who are guilty of publicly uttering the cliche, but will it play in Peoria? Now, the plan is to send the rocket straight into the sun. When should the citizens of Peoria launch their rocket if they want to wait until the Earth is closest to the sun? January 3rd, September 23rd, March 21st, or July 4th? September 23rd? No, but speaking of the fall, look at your score. And let's see the correct answer. January 3rd, and that is generally the day when the Earth is closest to the sun. And interestingly enough, it's also National Skin Cancer Day. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
He's mean.
He's lame.
That's the 19.
The category is, I've had enough of this. And we are talking 4,000 big ones. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. What is semantic satiation? When you say a word so much it loses meaning. When you've had too many kosher dills. Saying a word so often it loses its meaning. Just try it. Try. 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 What the hell am I saying?
Question number 20.
The category behind this question is, you'll put an eye out. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. If you combine the Buckeye State with the Hawkeye State, what state would most likely result? Idaho, Ohio, Idaho, Oklahoma, or Ohio? Ohio. And you know, if you think about it, it's not a bad idea either. I mean, do we really need both of those states? Okay.
Okay, Jack, time for the attack. I think you know what to do, so here's your clue. Crime fighters and job titles. Put your fingers on your buzzers and remember that clue. Make it happen.
Just think, if you only got one or two more questions right, you could be at 0 right now and still feel like you played a lousy game. So don't sweat it, cause you don't know Jack. The category, to sleep, perchance to dream. And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. According to Freudian psychology, dreaming about which of these would not be equal to dreaming about a penis? The Washington Monument, the Oval Office, the Empire State Building, or the Eiffel Tower? The Oval Office. Because it's the only piece of architecture in the group that isn't a huge public phallus. All right. This one's going to be TV families and interlopers. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. The Brady Bunch is to Oliver as the Partridge Family is to blank. I'll tell you, if Incorrect were a hit single, you'd be at the top of the charts. Too bad you didn't pick this. Ricky, he and Oliver were both annoying little visitors who joined the sinking ship, the cast, late in the show's run.
Question 3.
The name in this category is Games People Played Before Us. Okay, this one might be a toughie. It's worth $3,000. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Which card game would probably be the biblical character Onan's favorite? Go Fish, Old Maid, Solitaire, or War? Solitaire. Yeah, Onan liked doing things alone. He's the son of Judah in the book Genesis, and he was the first kid to get caught spilling his seed. Of course, I'm sure he wasn't the first one to spill it, because I gotta think Adam jerked off a lot before Eve showed up. But, there's no one there to catch him. How about it? Hit.
4.
Next up, truancy and pubescent television teenagers. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Imagine a crazy Saved by the Bell episode where Zach tries to get out of a week of school by lying to Mr. Belding, the principal. Zach tells Mr. Belding he has cephalalgia. Screech ruins his plans by accidentally explaining that Zach has what? A runny nose, a headache, brainwaves, or a hair appointment. This might sting a little. You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. A headache. Just like the one you'll have after back-to-back episodes of Saved by the Bell.
Ain't no job, it's question 5.
Here's the category. All the way from A to Z. And we will pay out $3,000 for this one. Hang on tight, because here we go. Approximately how many years has it been since one could walk across a single landmass from the current location of Arkansas to present-day Zimbabwe? 500,000, 200 million, 70 billion, or 1 trillion? It's been 200 million years since the Earth was one big happy continent. Unfortunately, the continent split just days after the Arkansas-Zimbabwe Railroad was completed. Okay, pick... Uh-oh, mess butt tit slime chore.
It's time for a
Tinkerlick test strip.
Here's your gibberish category. Deviant barnyard practices. $5,000 is the opening value for this gibberish question. Okay, to solve this puzzle, you gotta think fast because every second and a half, I'm ticking off a little bit of cash. Now, let me tell you something. Some grisly things happen in agricultural communities. Now tell me, what rhymes with this barnyard fiasco? Gory, hoary cattle? Blew ya. Yeah, I'd rather not pick. Go for it. Type in your answer. Ooh, sorry, Speedy. Sometimes it pays to pace yourself. Oh, well, so much for patriotism and religion. Sing it!
Gory, hoary cattle blue, ya. Gory, hoary cattle blue, ya.
Well, the truth was marching on, but it looks like it marched right by you. Too bad. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Desperate actions of the chronically depressed. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. If you were really low on self-esteem and wanted to show people that you could make something of yourself, you could produce each of these substances from your body, except which? Enough sulfur for a spoonful of saltpeter, enough zinc to make a large bag full of pennies, enough carbon to produce 25 pounds of pig iron, or enough phosphorus for a box of 500 matches. Let me give you my 2 cents on that answer. We do have some zinc in us, but you're right, not that much. Alright, come on, hit me.
Yeah, man, come along to question 8.
The category behind this question is, let's play with gray matter. Right here, $1,000 for a right answer. Okay, get your fingers ready, let's get busy. If this were ancient Egypt and you were dead, how would we remove your brain? Pull it out of your nose? Why, we'd pull it through your nose. Okay, very good. Now just wrap it in a Kleenex and throw it away. Don't play with it.
Number 9. 2 plus 1 is 9.
The category is, pardon my dust. And we are talking $1,000 for this question. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. In the cremation business, what term is used to describe what is left of a body after it's been incinerated? Cremains, oven scraps, rememnants, or bone meal? Rememnants? Not. Here's what you should have guessed. Cremains, as in cremated remains.
Try both flavors, regular cremains and barbecue.
How about it? Hit me with a...
Question number 10.
This one's gonna be fun things you can catch. And it looks like you can win 1,000 greenbacks for this one. Okay, all you hypochondriacs out there, get ready. Which one of these is contagious? Bunions, warts, corns, or calluses? Warts, all kinds. They are a virus. Okay, we're at the end of round 1. Now on to round 2. Now, we are 1 round away from the Jack Attack, and all the questions in this round are going to be worth more than in round 1. So pay attention, and let's do it. All right, come on, hit me. We need...
11! 11!
The category. Nice finger. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. In the James Bond movie Goldfinger, what was Goldfinger's full name? Auric Goldfinger, Sir Raoul Goldfinger, Midas Goldfinger, or Dr. Myron Goldfinger, DDS? Wow, that was a bad guess. Should have picked this. Auric. It means gold. Goldfinger. Kind of has a nice ring to it, don't you think? How about it? Hit me with... Uh-oh. West Truck licks 9 more.
Once again, it's time for a
Snicker Click Restaurant.
The category for this gibberish question? Wet entertainers and large shellfish. The opening value for this gibberish question is going to be $10,000. Now, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Okay, get yourself ready. Here comes the puzzle. What does this rhyme with? Damp clown, rabies, sting his prawn. Ooh, I bet his prawn is going to swell up something awful. First hint, it's a song that deals with horses. Does that mean it's Sunday? Let's see what you got. Start typing it.
Damn clown, rabies, sting his prawn. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
What I want to know is, who are these ladies? How do they find the time to sing all the Doo-dah day? What the hell kind of a day is a Doo-dah day anyway? Okay.
Black cat, heart attack, do you nightmare when you dream?
Are you feeling lucky? It's number 13.
The name of this category is I Should Have Taken Public Transportation. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Okay, coming at you. Heads up. Fire hydrants is to your level of frustration looking for a parking space as cat is to catnip, sav is to genital warts, 7 margaritas is to drunkenness, or skeletons is to closet. 7 margaritas is to drunkenness. The more hydrants, the more frustrated. And if you throw back 7 of those margaritas, baby, you're going to definitely raise your level of drunkenness. You may not be able to raise anything else, though. How about it? Hit me with a category.
14!
Next up, big meat and remedial math. You're going to be pretty good if you get this one. It's worth $6,000. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. To calculate the area of the top side of your Wendy's hamburger patty, what formula would you use? Diameter squared times pi, 1/2 base times height, radius squared times pi, or length times width? Wendy's makes square burgers, so the right answer is... length times width. Nice job, Euclid. All right, come on, hit me. We need a...
Here's question 15.
The category behind this question is, just give her a wedgie, Reggie. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. Which one of these is not one of the approved 50 ways to leave your lover? Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just go ahead and leave, Steve. Hop on. Just go ahead and leave, Steve. Now, that's one of the 50 ways to run out to the 7-Eleven to get some beer. How about it? Hit me with a...
Question number 16.
And I like it too.
Here's the category. There's no such thing as a dumb question. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Hang on tight, because here we go. How many strings are on a 12-string guitar? Half a score, the square root of a gross, a ream, or 6? A ream. Now, you know what I'm going to do with this one, so what's the point of even bothering? A ream equals 500. Thus, you are incorrect. And here's the right answer. The square root of a gross. A gross equals 144. The square root of that is 12. You got that, Einstein? Okay, pick a category.
Jiggy Jack is gone, let me hear you scream. It's question 17.
The category is Wonder Drugs and Career Day. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. Nitrous oxide is the clown and sodium pentothal is to comedian, judge, pharmacist, or banker. Judge. And that's the truth. Serum. All right, come on, hit me.
Song to City.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Someone got a record contract for that? You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. If your name were Rich, which word would not be a part of your Banana Fana name game song? Rich, Fitch, Kitch, or Mitch? Nope, there ain't no Kitch.
Rich, rich, bo bitch, banana, fana, bo bitch, me, my mo, Mitch, rich.
Next up, Picard, Riker, and Polly. And if you can figure this one out, I can pay you $4,000. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Imagine an episode of Star Trek on which Picard and Riker encounter a race of polyglots. Based on their name, what could you assume about these aliens? They know several languages. You know, I'd sure like to meet someone with a command of several tongues. Okay.
Question number 20.
The name of this category is, and you thought nuns were tough. $6,000 is riding on this one. Man, I'll tell you, those first century saints were something else. The patron saint of dentists, St. Lambert, punished himself by sitting overnight in the snow for breaking the monastic order of silence. How did he break the rule? He sneezed, he hiccuped, he cracked his knuckles, or he broke wind.
Bless me, Father, for I have tooted.
Your penance, my son. 5 Hail Marys and a good dose of Beano. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Jack attack time. Oh, you've done the attack before, huh? Alright, let's get busy. Here's your clue. Get with the program, I'll say. Remember that clue. Fingers on your buzzers. See you on the other side. I think you found your niche. Not the worthless trivia is going to help you find a decent job or anything, but who knows? But I'll tell you what I do know.
Hey, Cookie, what's the deal with the contestants now?
All right, if you want to play again, you just gotta let me know whenever you're ready, okay? Okay, people, we're on! Okay, and you have a nice game. All right, let's set it up!
It's number 1.
The category. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a feather duster. Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. Okay, get your fingers ready. Let's get busy. Which of the following household tasks can Superman not perform? Leaf blow your backyard with his breath, erase a floppy disk with his magnetic force. Superman doesn't have a magnetic force. This one's gonna be, ho ho, who the hell are you? A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. According to Pennsylvania Dutch tradition, if it's New Year's Eve and you come downstairs to find a fat man leaving cookies on a plate, don't bludgeon him with an iron poker because he is Santa's brother Bell, Santa Claus giving back cookies he disliked, Grindeldorf the pastry elf, or Father Time. No, and if there's someone in your house on New Year's Eve named Grindeldorf the elf, shoot him. Now the correct answer is... That's St. Nick's bro, Bells. He's a little slow, but he's got a heart of gold, so Santa gave him the gig to keep him out of trouble. Okay, pick... Uh-oh. Chestnut Slick Crime Store.
It's time for a
Liquor Pitch No Scope.
All right, now here's your category for this gibberish question. Satan on a ski lift. The opening value is $5,000. Okay, now remember, the faster you solve this puzzle, the more money you win. Here we go. What popular phrase does this rhyme with? Riddle P, the bold weigh-in smell. Now don't be fooled by the punctuation. First hint, it's about the weather. It's about the weather down below. Down below, you mean like my shorts or Australia or what? All right, picture Satan in a parka. Then picture an hourglass with no sand in it. Hurry. Maybe Satan can help us out here.
The day I use any other fragrance, Riddle P the bold way and smell.
A brand new scent from the makers of Burning Love. All right, come on, hit me.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
The category is bartender, mecca me another. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. All right, imagine that Sam Malone of Cheers became a Muslim and wouldn't allow anyone in his bar that was not of his faith. Assuming all the Cheers regulars converted to the Muslim faith, which activity should Sam not allow in his bar during the holy month of Ramadan? Norm's eating beer nuts during the day, Diane's studying books other than the Quran, Woody's ritual prayer 5 times a day, or Carla's giving birth to another child. Count it. Ramadan Muslims can't eat or drink during daylight hours. Poor Norm might waste away to 250 pounds. How about it? Hit me with a category.
Question 5.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Bathroom anagrams. Right here, $1,000 for a right answer. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. Which 20th century poet's name can form the anagram toilets? Walt Whitman, Sylvia Plath, E.E. Cummings, or T.S. Eliot? T.S. Eliot. Okay.
Number 6, it's number 6, it's.
Here's the category. I can see your point. And this one's going to be worth $3,000. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. A doctor unfamiliar with the natives of the planet Remulac might make what misdiagnosis after examining the skulls of the conehead family? Dacnomania, enuresis, Freilich syndrome, or oxycephaly? Dacnomania is the insane desire to kill. Not to be confused, of course, with the contemplative, thoughtful desire to kill. And let's see the correct answer. Oxycephaly, a medical term for a cone-shaped head. Oxycephaly is apparently quite common in, France. All right, come on, hit.
I hope you're revved up because you got a Jack attack. Focus for me. Here's your clue. The star was a real animal. All right, remember that clue. Put your finger on your buzzer. See what kind of an animal you are.
sweet, but the question is, how much did it sweeten your final score? That's the game! Well, you kick butt, no two ways about it. Of course, it's not like you had any competition to make it a real challenge or anything, but, that's not the point. The point is, you don't know Jack.
Coming up next on PSI, the hit comedy the critics are calling funny and stupid at the same time.
Excellent show, everybody. Hey, Cookie, what are we going to do with these contestants?
Listen, excuse me, whenever... Oh, okay, yeah, got it. Let's do it, folks!
How about it?
It's number one.
The category behind this question is, everybody's kung fu fighting, but they're not falling down. And we are talking $1,000 for this question. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you.
Grasshopper, what is it that wobbles but does not fall down?
Those childhood toy delights. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Unless they really hit the booze. Then they can be down for 2 days. The name of this category is your ABCs and TNA. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Okay, for this next question, I want you to imagine this. One of the Baywatch babes goes shopping on Rodeo Drive looking for a diphthong. A clerk explains to her that a diphthong is not a swimsuit for stupid people. It's German for work boots, the tongue depressor at the doctor's office. Open wide and say no. In case you're curious about the correct answer, specifically, it's a vowel sound that changes to another vowel sound within one syllable. As in, boy, it must have taken a lot of toil to be that good an actress.
Question 3.
Next up, you'll need a number 2 pencil. And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. The PSAT is to the SAT as joking is to failure, cheating is to saving your ass, headache is to tension, or working the fry bin is to becoming assistant manager. I'll bet you've got a headache this big and it's got wrong answer written all over it. Well, I think I know why you didn't get this question right. If you had actually taken the SAT, you would have known the answer is fry bin to assistant manager. The PSAT is the preparation exam for the Scholastic Aptitude Test. All right, good. Uh-oh, best butts fits mine, whore.
It's time for a
Ticklish Past Go.
This gibberish questions category is not a very nice thing to say to a crack dealer. Opening value on this gibberish question, $5,000. Okay, now remember, you don't have all the time in the world here. The less time you take, the more money you make. Remember, you can't screw on a gibberish question. You ready? Let's see if you can untangle this one. What does this rhyme with? Ha ha, crack creep. Hit number 1, it's a kid's song. I had a pretty decent childhood. It's a kid's song about an oddball in the family. Of course, I wasn't very popular in my family. It features talking sheep. Go for it. Type in your answer.
Ha ha, crack creep, you're so full of bull.
Now then, pay attention. This is a sheep. This is a sheep on crack. Up.
Question 5.
This one's going to be the Addams Family and the Oval Office. Pop a right answer for this one, you got 3,000 greenbacks. Hang on tight, because here we go. If President John Adams were to star in the Addams Family as Gomez, which role should President John Quincy Adams play to stay true to their relationship? Pugsley, Lurch, Cousin It, or Uncle Fester? John and Johnny Q were father and son. Just like Gomez and Pugsley. Okay, pick a category.
Number 6, it's number 6, it's
The category. Where in the world is Billy San Diego? You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. All right, listen up. The Billy character on Melrose Place decides to quit his job to develop his inner light. Amanda tells him he's become a real bohemian. Okay, now Billy's not the brightest bulb in the lamp, so he thinks she means he should go to Bohemia. Where will Billy go? France, the Czech Republic, Italy, or Greenwich Village? Oh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect, but it was a really bad guess. Too bad you didn't pick this. The Czech Republic. That's where Bohemia is. All right, come on. Hit.
Okay, Jack, time for the attack. I think you know what to do, so here's your clue. TV favorites and the horseless carriage. Get your finger on your buzzer. Here we go. Good luck.
School teacher, I'd say you were a player with a lot of potential. But since I'm not, let me just say this.
You don't know Jack.
Everybody, great show. Cookie, what's the plan here with the contestants?
All right, if you want to play again, you just gotta let me know whenever you're ready, okay? Okay, people, we're on. Okay, and you have a nice game. All right, let's set it up.
How about it?
Get ready for some fun. It's question number 1. Oh, yeah.
The category is crap we wanted as kids. Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. All right, gang, see if you can remember what I'm talking about here. What were those things released in 1983, that little Cabbage Patch dolls? Yeah, I'm sure Mom and Dad are glad they shelled out a couple of Hondo to get young Junior one of those timeless classics. All right, let's see what we're doing here. Bugs and G-Force. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Okay, now imagine you're standing in your kitchen innocently making lunch. Suddenly, Adam Ant accidentally falls into your Osterizer blender. You turn it on and play with the speed settings. At which setting would poor Adam experience the strongest gravitational force? Puree, frappe, liquefy, or grind? Here's what you should have guessed. Liquefy. On the liquefy blender setting, Adam Ant would be spinning the fastest, about 16,000 RPMs. How about it? Hit me with...
Question 3.
The category behind this question is the best laid plans. The amount on the table is $3,000. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. If Voltaire's hero Candide were to run into Martha Stewart, what advice might he give her? Cultivate your own herb garden. If you can't beat them, use a wire whisk. Hunger is the best hollandaise sauce, or a woman's place is in the guest cottage. Actually, Candide would have said, cultivate your own herb garden. See, because Candide decides that the best response to a cruel world is to tend to its work, although he might have also had something to say about how much damn cilantro Martha puts in her red sauce. Here's the category. Works of art with attitude problems. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, this might be a little bizarre for you, but imagine this. Michelangelo's David and the Sphinx of Egypt run into each other on the street. To be a jerk, David says, "Hey, nice nose job." Now, if the Sphinx wanted to return the insult, what could it say? "Someone smash your toe, loser? Looks like you have no penis, smart guy. Nice flat ass, you dork." Or, "At least I have a head, Dave." Oh, sliced it. You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. "Hey, buddy, need a tow truck?" In 1991, some maniac did a forced amputation on David's toe. He now lives behind plexiglass. The statue, that is. How about it? Hit me with a...
Question 5.
Next up, characters that are whacked. And this one's gonna be worth $3,000. Imagine the special reunion episode of Frasier in which his ex-wife Lilith pays a visit. Lilith is hit on the head and wakes up believing she's the Lilith of Semantic legend. Which of these might be a good idea for Frasier to do? Buy more of Eddie's dog food, hide their son Frederick, open all the windows in his apartment, or take Daphne to the park? Lilith was a demon that killed children. She was also the first wife of Adam. I guess she took the divorce pretty hard. Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh, mess butt tit slime chore.
It's time for a
Tinker-Lick Test Drum.
Here's your gibberish category. What's on your shopping list? The opening value is $5,000. Now, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Okay, ready? What colloquialism does this rhyme with? Spam, ham, rank new, lamb. You might say this to a woman. Let's see what you got, sir type. Oh, Laura, you're a tiger.
Oh, thanks, Nate.
But listen, I gotta go. Spam, ham, rank new lamb. But listen, before I go, could you go and get me a pizza or something? I'm starving. All right, good.
I hope you're revved up because you got a Jack attack. Focus for me. Here's your clue. Surfing the net. Work. Just keep that in mind. Are you ready? Because we're starting.
Definitely jamming on that Jack attack! Let's find out how it helps your score! That's the game! Blair, when I think of you, I think of superlatives like great, amazing, fabulous, trivia geek with no social life, stuff like that. But don't thank me, because the real truth is...
You don't know Jack.
Next up is an all-new bloopers, mishaps, and
Hey,
hilarious
Cookie,
injuries.
what's the deal with the contestants now?
Listen, excuse me, whenever you feel like playing again, you just gotta let me know, alright? Whoa, okay, yeah, we're happening. Listen, did you want to play a 7-question or a 21-question game? Alrighty, good luck on your next one. People, let's make it happen.
How about it? Hit me with the
It's number 1.
The category, the American pastime when they're not on strike. And it looks like you can win 1,000 greenbacks for this one. Okay, listen carefully. It's the bottom of the 12th inning. You're the designated hitter for the home team. You're batting cleanup and you're down by 3 runs. To win the game for your team, what do you need to do? You need to hit a 3-run homer. You need to switch to leadoff hitter. You need to hit a grand slam. It might be, it could be, It is! That's 4 runs, like in 2 pairs of pantyhose. Little sports lingerie metaphor there. The name of this category is serial killers. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. If Captain Crunch resigned his naval commission to accept the equivalent rank in the U.S. Army, what would he be called? General Crunch, Lieutenant Crunch, Major Crunch, or Colonel Crunch?
Oh, excuse me.
Should have picked this. Colonel Crunch. A Navy captain is equal to a U.S. Army colonel, but both look pretty silly when sitting in a bowl of sliced bananas. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Question 3.
This one's going to be French literature as seen through hard copy. And we will pay out $3,000 for this one. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Which of these titles could be used for a hard copy feature about Les Miserables? Cyrano's The Bergerac, Convict Becomes Mayor, You Paid For It, Your Taxes Buy Drugs for NEA Artists, or Miserable People Caught on Tape. Convict Becomes Mayor, You Paid For It. The central character in Les Mis is a guy who goes to jail but later becomes a mayor, kind of like Washington, D.C., but in reverse. Okay.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
The category is Rhythm and Art Rockers. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. If the rock group Pink Floyd is putting out a new album titled Circadian Rhythms, this album will most likely be a what? Concept album about biological rhythms. Circadian rhythms are like biological clocks. They tell you when to wake up, when to eat, and when to stop listening to bands as old as your parents. How about it? Hit me with the category.
Question 5.
The category behind this question is aping sea monkeys. Okay, this one might be a toughie. It's worth $3,000. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. If you decided to expand your sea monkey aquarium by adding other sea creatures, which of the following groups could not be included because it doesn't exist? Sea frogs, sea moths, sea robins, or sea spiders? Sea robins is a fish, and strangely enough, it wears a mask, tights, and a cape. Now the correct answer is sea frogs? Not here. We made them up. Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh. West Truck licks 9 more.
It's time for a
Snickerclish Restaurant.
The category for this gibberish question? Packed into smelly quarters. $5,000 is the opening value for this gibberish question. Okay, to solve this puzzle, you gotta think fast because every second and a half, I'm ticking off a little bit of cash. Here we go. What slogan does this rhyme with? A pew, a crowd, the sardines. Go for it. Type in your answer. A pew, a crowd, the sardines. They're looking for a few good men to share close quarters and showers with. All right, come on, hit me.
Okay, Jack, time for the attack. I think you know what to do, so here's your clue. Cause of death. Think about it, put your fingers on your buzzers, let's rock and roll.
performance like this one, you deserve to have your own star on the Trivia Walk of Fame. And I promise you, if you ever get that star, I'll be the first one to step on it, because you don't know Jack.
Hey, great show, everyone. Really, really great work. Cookie, fantastic. What's the plan?
All right, if you want to play again, you just gotta let me know whenever you're... Okay, people, we're out! Okay, and you have a nice game. All right, let's set it up!
Okay, pick it.
It's number one.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. All natural fabrics that didn't catch on. Right here, $1,000 for a right answer. Okay, get your fingers ready. Let's get busy. If you were back in the days of the Renaissance and you wore a codpiece made of cod, which of these best is a supporter made of fish? Cod is an old term for scrotum. And I'll tell you something, the way the locker room smelled in school, I think several of the fellas had cod pieces. Here's the category. Get your hat and Grover coat. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Scientists can only guess to what species Sesame Street's Grover belongs. But let's say Grover were a normal-sized chinchilla. How many of Grover's coats would it take to make a woman's full-length Grover coat? 60 to 100 Grovers, 100 to 60 to 100 Grovers. And a huge pile of greasy, grimy Grover guts.
Question 3.
Next up, candied astronomers. The amount on the table is $3,000. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. Galileo is considered one of the great minds of all time. If while he was alive you injected butterscotch into his cerebellum, what immediate result might occur? He might think he tasted butterscotch, he might start laughing, he might have an orgasm, or he might lose his coordination. He might lose his coordination. See, the cerebellum controls motor activity. If you poked it with something, your coordination might be affected. The butterscotch was just for fun. All right, come.
4.
This one's gonna be Sci-Fi Gilligan's Island. Pop a right answer for this one, you got 3,000 greenbacks. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. If Gilligan said that once the minnow was repaired, he'd like to sail around the islands of Lagerhans, the professor would tell him he'd have to be on Mars, a character in Gulliver's Travels, microscopic, or on Earth around 3 million BC. Microscopic. The islands of Lagerhans are in your pancreas. Okay. Uh-oh, best butts fits mine, whore.
It's time for a
Liquor Pitch No Scope.
All right, now here's your category for this gibberish question. Disclaimers and automobile services. The opening value is $5,000. Okay, now remember, the faster you solve this puzzle, the more money you win. Now remember, there's no screwing on gibberish questions. Ready? Put your fingers on your buzzers and tell me, what does this rhyme with? Car rental digestion. Okay, let's see if you know it. Type it.
The following movie is intended for adults. Parental digestion dad-sized.
I'll tell you, when I was a kid, I always turned off the TV when I saw that warning. How about it? Hit me.
Number 6, it's number 6, it's
The category. Jesus Christ, were you born in a barn? I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. According to Christian tradition, which of these is not one of the 3 wise? Gaspar? Nope, he was a wise man and a very friendly ghost. And let's see the correct answer. A scimitar is a curved sword. Perhaps that was used in the circumcision. All right.
I hope you're revved up because you got a Jack attack. Focus for me. Here's your clue. Is anybody home? Is anybody ready to do some matching? Let's start the attack right now.
you're sort of riding the line of having a good game, but the truth is you're right behind that line. So as you bask in the lukewarm glow of mediocrity, just remember that you don't know Jack.
Christmas special Don't Diss Me Like That will be aired next week at its regular
Okay,
scheduled
great
time.
show,
And now
everybody.
Nelson Magnolia shared
Cookie,
the
what's the
holiday
plan
cheer
here with the
with President
contestants?
Lady Donna Weaver and her
Listen,
friends.
excuse me,
White House Christmas special on
whenever you feel
WBSI.
like playing again. Okay, got it. Helen, we got some new players here, so we're gonna take it from the top.
60 seconds. Can you bypass that 7?
Nate, how was your weekend?
Out of 10.
Yeah, like
About
out
a
of 10.
3.5.
That's too bad. Hey, Cookie, get the names, please, okay?
Excuse
Yeah.
me, por favor, can you get going?
Nate, I need to do a sound check.
All right, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, contestants, how you doing? Glad you could be here. How many people do we have playing today? Very good. Player 1, why don't you tell us about yourself, starting with type. All right. Player 2, we need your name. All right. Player 3, you know the drill. One other thing. Are you looking for a 7-question tournament game or more like a full 21-question game? All right, if that's what you want, your call.
30 seconds.
Player 1, your buzzer is the letter Q as in quickie. Player 2, you have the letter B as in butt steak. And player 3, you've got the letter P as in Chevy pickup truck.
Get my own chair.
Oh, what, do you have an appointment later or something? Well, I wouldn't want to keep you. Somebody here's in a big rush, so let's start the game.
Oh,
Get ready for some fun. It's question number 1. Oh, yeah.
the name of this category is... Boy, that was close. And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Now, we all know a close encounter of the third kind involves building mountains out of mashed potatoes. What is a close encounter of the second kind? Hearing sounds from a spaceship, finding physical evidence of a UFO, sighting a UFO, or physical... Player 2. Sighting a UFO is the first kind, so this is an answer of the incorrect kind. Player 1, player 3... Go. Player 1, it's in your hands. Go, girl. You know, chart sections of a wheat field, pieces of a ship, a discarded Fodor's Guide to Earth, that sort of stuff. Ah, revenge. You are so sweet. Player 1, it's up to you. What are we doing?
Whoop-de-doo. It's question number 2.
The category behind this question is super pickup lines. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. If Superman were to employ Marlowe's mighty line in an attempt to pick up Wonder Woman, what would he be using? A chain used to secure the Tower of London, a special kind of hemp used on ships, a scenery... Player 3, take... Christopher Marlowe used it to usher in the great age of Elizabethan drama. Now, I think Superman was using the poetry in the hopes of getting Wonder Woman to spend a little lasso time with him. Player 3, select the category.
Ooh-wee. It's question number 3.
The category is Lethal Weapon 20, The Christmas Kiss. And this one's gonna be worth $3,000. Hang on tight, because here we go. Which of the following couples should be scared to kiss under the mistletoe at Christmas? Mr. and Mrs. Chrysanthemum, Mr. and Mrs. Sidewalk, Mr. and Mrs. Badger, or Mr. and Mrs. Appletree? Go for it, player 1. Yes, I'd like to direct your attention to your score. Watch closely. Go for it, player... Spicy. Player 2, what do you say? The apple trees. Mistletoe is a tree parasite. It'd be like you kissing under some Christmas tapeworm. Let's have a category, player 2.
4.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Beat the Meatles. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. The red light beacon atop the Capitol Records building in Los Angeles blinks what Morse code message? Paul is dead. Look out. Go for it, please. No, not that one. Blair, it blinks Hollywood. And from the Capitol Records building, which actually looks like a stack of records, you can see the Hollywood sign. Player 1.
Question 5.
Here's the category. I'll have a glass of mucus, please. And we will pay out $3,000 for this one. Boy, nothing better on a hot day than a nice cold glass of mucus. Oh yes, mucus. An actual soft drink from Japan. Which of the following products doesn't actually exist? Go for it, player. Player one, who do you want to stick it to today? You gotta answer it, player. C'est absolument fantastique, hein? C'est nothing goes down better on a hot day than a cool glass of shit. That's pretty way off. Oh yes, crap is toilet paper from Sweden, and try their new facial tissue, boogers. Oh man, all three of you whiffed. The right answer is Scroties. Bet you can't eat just one. Blair. Uh-oh. Test Nut Slick Crime Store.
It's time for a Ticklish Pest Go.
This gibberish questions category is bad pickles. Opening value on this gibberish question, $5,000. Okay, now remember, you don't have all the time in the world here. The less time you take, the more money you make. Okay, you ready? Whose name does this rhyme with? Holly's hold taints pickles, Jess. It's all yours, player two. Are you talking to me? On my show? I don't think so. Why don't you take a good look at your score? And next time, maybe you'll think twice before you flip me off. And another thing, I don't like your name. Okay, now that we've dispensed with the pleasantries, let's get back to the game. Okay. Player 3, type in your answer. Okay, here we go. Just keep flipping off the host and see what the guy says next. Fine. I'd like you to pay close attention to your score. See what I did? That's right. I didn't do anything. Because flipping me off isn't original anymore. Now then, since this is the last time I'm going to be indulging in this behavior, next time when you buzz in, let's see if you can actually answer the question. All right, let's get back to the game. Player 1, want to try? Go for it, player 1. Type in. You know, it's pathetic. You must think you are really tough. But the fact is, I have complete control over your computer right now. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to exercise that control. See you next game.